Hey, Linda and Darren are here early. Thank you. Bear with me. I'm running just a little bit behind. I need to drill out for the. Hey, look at that. Christine's here. Drilling out for the honey dipper. Bingo. Wow. Lots of people here already. Thanks, everyone. Rosalind, if you don't mind, this is actually your honey dipper we're going to send. Hey, thank you very much. And we haven't turned any writing pens in a while. So we're going to turn a writing pen as well. And I'll show you a little neat trick, too. I'm Michelle. We'll put the drill chuck back in. Okay, so if you have a blank that you're worried about may or may not be a little transparent once you get down to size, and you know it's not crystal clear, you can do a couple different things. You can paint the inside of the blank, you can paint the tube, or if you think there's only a small risk of transparency and not seeing any glue, you can actually color the brass tube. You can take a Sharpie and color the brass tube. I'm looking for a 10.5 drill bit, which I swear I just had. Yeah, 10.5. Okay. Okay. So we will take a Sharpie here and color this. So we're actually going to make a Zen pen with a red, she said, blank, and we're going to make it a little thicker, but we'll color the tube with a Sharpie. Believe it or not, this does not come off with the glue. So this is a neat little trick to, if you're not able to paint or don't like to paint the inside, this works as well. It will also make your blank just slightly darker inside. A wide Sharpie, like a big fat one, will work even faster. But I didn't do this ahead of time so that you could see the difference. Stay in the lines. Right. You can do that with an acrylic paint pen as well. Everybody having a good week? Everybody have a good weekend? Pardon me, I have a little cough lately too. I'll try to keep it to a minimum. I do have a batch of blanks that are in right now that should come out looking like a series of dark black smoke, the flames. I just poured them before the live. We'll check them after the live and see what they look like. And if they look good, we'll cut them up and they'll be in tomorrow's drop. But I wanted to color this before I drilled so that we give it time to dry. Ta-da. Or you can buy them already black or already white. But for the Zen, I don't often see them in colors. So we just color them with a Sharpie. Okay. Now we're going to take a 10.5. We're going to drill our, we're going to mark X for center. Put it in our chuck. See how close we are. Slightly off. So we'll try to turn it and see if that makes us any better. If not, we'll hold it up to the sander and see if we can make it any better. Good work. Okay. We are drilling at roughly 700 RPM. Don't be afraid to drill a little bit, back out, go at it again, clean out. If you don't clean out and you go too hard or too fast, you run the risk of cracking the blank, ruining your bit, getting in a hole that's not round. There can be a series of. Usually it'll make a noise when it's loaded up a lot. You can hear the sound change. I don't know if you all can hear it in the background or not. You can hear when it's getting closer to the end. At that point, I like to advance my tailstock back to try to go easy so we don't have a blowout. And there we are, all the way through. Hey, Brian. Hello, everyone. So far, so good this week. Wonderful weekend. Nice. This is called the Red She Said. Okay. I like to use an insertion tool just to run the risk of not being able to push it all the way in. You don't lose the blank. Okay. We're going to put some glue on our blank and some glue in our tube. And we got it all the way in. We'll run a little bit of glue. We'll let that set up and harden. Or a little bit of accelerator, sorry. We'll let that set up and harden. In the meantime, we know we no longer need this. So we'll take our Novichok off. We have already drilled our blank for the diamond pen. And remember last week we said we were going to turn one of the uh, black resin with red, she said, color, or black filament, sorry. With the red, she said, filament or resin inside of it. And we have that set up already. It's already drilled, already ready to go. Okay. Let me clean this up a little bit. Put it up on a cleanup jig. Okay, good to go. Now we can start turning. I apologize that we did not post the winner for the giveaway from last week. I will post that tomorrow. So thank you. Hello, Ape. Hello, Debbie. And we've got all kinds of people. Thanks everyone for joining. Okay, get a face shield here. You want to get a screenshot before the turning? Here's what it looks like. I don't know how well you can see it from that angle, but there we go. Should turn out pretty wild. Here we go. Sorry, I missed all kinds of comments. Ah, thinner looks good or sounds good. Yes, I spray alcohol on them. Glenn is making chicken cut up. Hmm. Hey, palms for this. Wheat. Heck, I'll work for cookies. That's for sure. Oh, yeah. This is going to be something. Let me do a little cleanup here in the end. Okay. See if I can find the palm pink container this week. How about that, palm? That sound okay? I must have taken it to wash it up because I don't see it. Uh-oh. We might have to use the green one. Yeah, because I don't see the palm pink one. Oh, there it is. How about that? You have to pardon that there's a mess in it, but it'll work for what we need. I did not take it to clean it up. Okay, here we go. Oh, no worries. Thanks for joining us back. I see Teeny's with us early. The blank is fantastic. It is pretty neat. The black filament makes the resin appear just slightly darker, but it is, if you're somebody that likes a ominous look, it is a dark ominous look, kind of like a dragon look. I'll print this in dragon scale soon, and we'll do this in a dragon scale with red resin, maybe red and black in it. Yeah, this is a deep red. It's not a, what, red crayon red. This is like a deep root. Well, it would be a good blank for Oz and Og because it's a deep ruby red, like the ruby red slippers. If you do with dragon scale, I will need one. Got it. Consider your sold already. Like Gizmo. That's funny. Thank you. Once we get it polished up, it'll be really beautiful here. Yes, Gizmo is. Yeah, those were the gremlins. They get angry when they're wet. Don't feed them. Correct. Christine knows. Can't feed them after midnight. I don't know. I'll have to get some printed up. Give me a week. I'll give you a heads up ahead of time. I'll let everybody know a day ahead of time that there'll be a dragon scale with this red resin in it. Love the Gremlins. Absolutely. Same here. I made a Gremlins reference the other day, and my kids looked at me like I was, speaking a different language. Can't do that before summer. So all this talk of dragons, would I be out of line by asking if we have a bunch of Fourth Wing fans of that series of books? I have some really neat pen blanks for that series of books. We can do a three-piece set. Oh, here, look at this. Onyx Storm, Fourth Wing. These are for the Zen pen. I have made them for a few people, but I have a whole set of them. Where is the other one? Is it Fourth Wing? Where is the Onyx Storm one? Kenny, I swear I have all three of them, but I can only seem to find the two right now. But I will find the other one and post a picture of all three. And if anybody was interested in a set of them for making their own pens or would like to buy a set of pens, we do have a few made. Hmm. But I know I have all three books made of the complete set. I didn't anticipate all the talk of dragons, so I didn't get them out ahead of time. There it is. There's the third one. These are made for the Zen pen sets and they're magnetic. All right, Teeny, are you ready? Oops, sorry. Goes this way. I'll get another set of pins turned up so you can see the finished product. These are for the Zen pin. But like I said, if anyone's interested, if you want a set of pins made, or if you want to buy the blanks, make your own pins, either way, we have several. Hey, Steve's with us. Yeah, I'll get those turned as a finished pin set and put them up if anyone's interested. All right, active polishing. Hey, Steve, how are you? Hey, thanks, Linda. Hey, Joe's with us too. Carolyn. Carolyn, is the chicken any good? How is Chef Glenn? I can send you a picture. No big deal. Hey, no worries. All good, Steve. All good. Hopefully everything's good. Absolutely. Add them to, look at this. I've been keeping them handy. Add them to the palette. Okay. So Artemis is wondering if we can use them for mini DP pens. Well, ironically, I can actually make you full size or regular DP pens, or if you need them shortened, I'm sure I can find a blank they would fit on, or a tube to fit on, and we can cast ends on them, and you can have a fourth wing set of DP pens to go with all of your dragon pictures and such like that, all the dragon paintings. It's a cutie little palette, absolutely, and it's in palm pink. Absolutely, I'll send palm one. No problem, no questions asked. Okay, I think we are good to go. Feels good. We can move through the rest of them. Hmm. Thank you all so much for the purchases today, or actually all the time, but you all really seem to like the ones that were made today. Most of this week's blanks will be made with that. Over time, I have bought out other groups of casting material or casters that have gotten out of it and have acquired a mass of colors that um, they're pigments that are no longer made, or the manufacturer went out of business. They don't have a label. So I'm totally shooting in the dark as to what the color is called. They can't be had anymore. So most of what you see this week will be made with those. and the likelihood of a remake probably won't happen because there's only enough in there to make a set of blanks at a time. So anything that you see this week most likely will not be available for a remake. The fire blanks that will be available, they'll be available for a remake. But what you saw today was just a mix of all those different colors out of the grab bag. If they get a job, huh? No, the effect is on purpose. It's just the unfortunate part is those colors are no longer available anywhere. I've always bought the pigments if they were a good deal, and or they came with another deal that I had to buy them. Yeah, there'll be one-offs for sure. Artemis, is it Sweden or Switzerland that has a season where people jump in the river and float to work in the river? Is that is that Sweden or is that in Switzerland? I can't remember. I know I've read it several places and I've seen it on TikTok lately, but I don't remember if that was Sweden or Switzerland. Ah, look at that. Teeny new. Sweden, I think. They slightly crazy there. Ah, it sounds like a good time. I would easily jump in there, especially the water looks beautiful and clean. A lot better than most of the water in America. It's for my kind of people if they like to be adventurous and float to work. I'm pretty sure Artemis is from Sweden. She'll chime in here in a minute. Yep, but originally from Texas. So double crazy. Uh, Texas is a lot of fun. I worked out there for a while on some New York chiller equipment in the Houston and DFW area. And made friends with some amazing people in Texas. And when I was out there the first time, that was my first trip to Bucky's. Man, that place is a treat all in itself. Oh, so they don't float in the river there in Sweden? So it must be Switzerland. Huh. That's disappointing. I thought it was where you were from. Too bad. Yeah, Bucky's is huge. They do ice swim there. Wow, that's cool. Yes, actually, I already have more poured. So I have some poured that I can put in the drop for tomorrow, Carolyn. I know where Teeny is from. They have a festival for Lord, I can't remember. It's the uh opposite of Saint Nick and opposite of Christmas. Gail's with us. Krampus. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Krampus. See, I knew she'd chime in to save me. Always got my back, even from the other side of the world. Festivus. So my dad's side of my family is pure Irish until he married my mom. And then my mom's side of the genealogy is a little bit of Native American Indian, some Dutch, and some French. And obviously a little bit of English from my grandpa on my dad and my mom's side. She's Austrian. Makes her even cooler. She is the first person I've been able to ship to in Austria. I've shipped to Poland and Germany and a few other places, but she is the first in Austria. Oh man, we're about ready for the wax. Come on, wax. You're gonna be teaching your mom how to turn pens. Oh, that's great. You're gonna have to get another lathe. Everybody's gonna be busy. Yeah, you're gonna have to quit hogging it up. Australia. Huh. I mean, Austria's been around. Might be small, but it's been around a long time. I'm pretty sure it was not a penal colony like Australia. People can get banished there for not being able to behave. All right. Get this puppy with some wax. Hmm. Pardon the cough. I think it's stuff coming into bloom. A little bit of seasonal sinuses. Ha! Bring souvenirs from Australia. Really, go back to Texas and they get called Swiss. Hmm. Not Swede, huh? Look at that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. Holy cannoli. Man, has that got an ominous look to it. Wow. I don't know how well you all can see it. I'll try to get some pictures later. Shine on it is tremendous. Can we see that? And I can't hardly get it to focus because of the shine. Let's see if we turn the light off, if it's any better. Nope. What if we turn it down? Nope. I'll try to get some better pictures, but it is gorgeous in person. Hopefully it shines through for you all to see that. Yeah. I might have to make the red just a little bit lighter so you can see it in the video, but man, in person, it's stunning. No kidding, it did. Too shiny. Another one. Hey, you say that jokingly, but you have a good luck at hitting the red ones. Hmm, pretty wild. Here was a dragon scale from last week. Okay, let's do our pen. Okay. Yes, dragon scales are pointier than mermaid scales. It is like a dark candy apple. Yeah, the goal is to be real vibrant, slightly mystique to the red, to be very mystique and very bold. And Momo sends you stuff from Bucky's. Absolutely, Bucky's is awesome. My wallet does not like you. Yeah, like I said, the red she said came from an advertisement I had seen in New York years ago at Macy's. It was a beautiful, beautiful display. It was, to be bold and seductive, and the color matches that campaign very, very well. Okay, let's make a writing pen, and let's make this one slightly chunky. So somebody had mentioned that they like pens thicker, like thickness of a Sharpie. Anybody want to guess the thickness of a Sharpie? Point what? Point 0.5, point 0.6, point 0.2, 0.4, point 0.3, point 0.6, 0.4790. Ha! That's right. You use the metric system over there. I think a half is, 0.50 is real close to 12 millimeter. There's 25.4 millimeters an inch. So a half would be 12.7. Ah, see? Look at that. I knew she would be on. I knew exactly that she would be on. That's why I threw it out there. So you want a point 0.6. You got it. It's actually about a half, so we can make it a little thicker than that because the bushings are a half. The bushings are 0.52, I believe. Yeah, bushings are 0.52 and a quarter. Look at that. I knew she'd be on. She said she would. So here we go. Hopefully you like it. Do you want gold hardware or do you want to see gunmetal, dark hardware? Triple tasking at the moment, watching your Diamond Painting, rewatching Game of Thrones for the fifth time. Holy cow. Gunmetal. Yeah, Mystique. Okay. Who decided to use whose feet for that? That's hilarious. Blanks Anonymous. Ha! All right. So let's see. Our current size for bushing is 0.52. And the current size of our pen, 0.6. A little thicker than a Sharpie. Do you like the shape? Do you like, we can thin it down. See how consistent it is. 0.642, 0.642, 0.6, oops, 0.370. So I can taper it just a little more. Oh, there we go, 0.3. Nope, just slightly bigger right there. 0.6355. So must have had it on an angle. So 360 to 325. So it's pretty close. By the time we sand it, it'll come out smooth. Love it. Got it. Thanks, Rosalind. Yes, some of those Buckies have like 50 to 100 gas pumps. It's crazy. Okay. Now we'll polish it up. Changing the metric system is actually much easier to use. Most pen threads of custom pens, fountain pens, and such are in metric. The only industry standard that I know of that is in SAE are airplane measurements and airplane parts. That is the only industry I've ever seen it consistently SAE. Okay, here we go. We'll go till it's perfect. Turn our speed down a little bit. 256 plus pumps. Holy cow. The enablers. I'm a blank addict, but I don't think I have a problem, just like the sparkles. All the sparkles. We do have some of the red she said made up ahead of time. This is something we began to stock. So If you don't see one in a drop and you ever want one or decide you need one, can't live without it, whatever it may be, TMS. We have them in square and in round. If you like a thicker diamond pen, the square works for that. If you like a medium, the round works. Or you can get somebody like Darren who makes bespoke fountain pens, and he could make a fountain pen in this as well. Hi, Momo. Hopefully the shine isn't so great on this one that you all can't see it. This would make an awesome measuring spoon set too. Hey, thanks. It was good to see you. I know it's late over there. You probably don't have a holiday this week, huh? Mm. Glenn, we were talking about making bespoke pens. I think it's a normal week for us. Monday was a holiday here. Yeah. What holiday was Monday in Austria? Yeah, Glenn, we were talking about making bespoke pens. I think this red would be a beautiful custom fountain pen. Oh, nice. Hey, thank you. It is pretty stunning. It'll be a pretty pen. And there's already somebody on the live that wants it. She messaged me today about getting it, something like it. So I figured what better time to make it than now. She didn't like it. At least it was a good display of the blank. But it seems like she loves it. Can make you something that looks like fire. I got something that'll work for that. Great idea, Linda. Great idea. Thank you, everyone, for joining. If you know anyone else who would like to subscribe and watch, we are on our way to 500 is our new goal. We will do a big giveaway once we get to 500. Okay, let's take a vote. Would you like to see a giveaway or maybe a 12-hour turnathon from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and a giveaway? Sooner we get to 500, the sooner we can do something like that. Let's spit out some ideas. What does anyone think? What would we like to see? How about a turnathon to where we will try to schedule orders that we have. During the turnathon, we will make the orders as we already have planned. So we'll do, you got it. Amethyst is gorgeous, and they've got a beautiful purple for that. We'll do a turnathon and turn your orders, and also we'll do several giveaways during that time. We'll give away some blanks and some finished diamond pens and a couple finished writing pens. How's that sound? Yeah, let's do that. So tell all your friends, spread the word through all your chats and posts. The sooner we can get to 500 on YouTube, we will schedule a turn-a-thon from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., 12 hours. We will turn anything that you all have to order, things that we need to turn, finish pens, and we'll also turn diamond pens and a couple writing pens during that time for giveaways. I'm just throwing out all kinds of crazy ideas here. What you got? Wait a minute. Oh, I'd love to see it pour. Sorry, I don't do that. We'll gladly give you all the casting tips and or not casting tips, sorry, turning tips and finishing tips. We don't share any casting tips. Sorry. I can let you throw out ideas of colors and make them. And while I make the blank and then we'll cut it up later on and have them during the live. I just can't show you the pour of how that works. But I'll gladly let you all pick some colors during that time. And maybe my wife or Tyler can finish, sand a pen like this and polish it. And I'll make the blanks. And then once they're ready and they come out of the pot, we'll post a live doing the results. I got to keep a secret. Hey, look at that. My lovely wife joined us. She has been sick the last couple days, probably for a week. terrible cold, sinus issues. So I do fountain pens. We do some kit fountain pens, but not the bespoke yet. But by the time we get to 500, we might. And if so, we'll do a fountain pen during the live. Got no issue with that. I'd say we do one in this red, she said, and she also mentioned an amethyst. I'll make an amethyst pour this week. She is definitely the better part of my life. Life got a lot better once I met Amy. I don't say that for brownie points, and I don't say that to be facetious. It's 100% the truth. She is the love. Absolutely. I think we were at 427 before tonight's live. Hmm. Remember that we will have another live on Thursday with Jenny Northern and Ditsy's Diamond Den. We are turning two blanks for them that were a sponsored giveaway that we did. We sponsored Diamonds in the Rough. We did 5 blanks for there. We agreed to turn the winners and turn one for Ditsy as well. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We can do that. Darren, I don't know if you saw these last week, but we had this already cut and drilled. I just need to glue up and turn it, but I can easily do an Artemis or an Apollo. This is an Apollo that I'm working on as a side project. This is in Muddy Girl camo with turquoise, double turquoise and blue ends. But we can easily do an Artemis and an Apollo. Hey, thanks, Momo. The Muddy Girl camo is pretty cool. I don't make it often. I usually only do that as finished pins, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Yeah. Thanks, Tammy. Okay. We should be polished up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now for the ultimate reveal. It's dead wax. Hi, Anita. We'll let that blush up. In the interim, I'll find some gunmetal hardware. Ta-da. Holy cow, gorgeous. Let's hit it again. Let's give it three coats. Make it shiny. How about two? We'll see. I like it so well, we might hit it again. Holy Toledo. Look at the shine in that. Trying to make sure I don't leave any excess wax. Now it's so shiny, the dust is going to want to stick to it. Okay. Find the pen press and the hardware. Pen press. Hmm. Darren, can we get a drum roll for the reveal here, huh? Hey, look at that. The black and red hearts. Okay. This is why this is the best group there is. I promise you. I promise you, we have a very awesome community of just amazing people. Ask for a drum roll and we get it. You all are awesome. What an amazing, amazing time to be alive. I normally think technology sometimes can be a pain, but today it's awesome. Talk about stunning. This is gorgeous with the black hardware. I'm always a fan of gunmetal, but this with some gold hardware would be stunning as well. Holy cow. Boy, that is something. Ready? We ready for the reveal? The shine is so great that the light is just refracting everywhere. It's hard to catch. I love amethyst. I'll make some amethyst ones. You got it. I'll hook you up with a Schmidt 588 roller ball refill. Sawyer's roller balls. It's my opinion. It's the smoothest. PM me on Facebook, Nix, and we can get you something set up. Either myself or another maker, or for a diamond pen. But just PM me on Facebook. It's under Troy Shipley. TroyShipley. Hey, thanks, Gail. I've got some gold hardware handy here, just so you can see it with a gold cap as well. Like I said, I'm usually not a fan of gold, but I've done this one other time with gold, and I've done the purple. I think I saw the recipe. We used to make one. It was a 7-color purple that we called Prince's Dream, and it was 7 colors of purple, and it was pretty amazing. Like I said, I'm not a fan of gold, but this is not a cheap looking gold color. It works well too. But she wanted it in gunmetal, and that's what it is. So I will put it in a sleeve and put it in a 3D printed box and get it out. That is something. Mm, holy Toledo. All right. Now I've got I believe, oh, I can probably leave that in. Got a honey dipper to make. You like the boxes? Yeah, the boxes are a neat thing from us. Um, Soon I'll get caught up and we'll have some for sale. Anybody else that hasn't received want a pen or bought a pen, the boxes that Rosalind is referring to are 3D printed by us. And as soon as I can find them here, and they are a slide top box. And your pen goes inside of a felt sleeve, and the box goes together. And they are tumbling block pattern on the bottom. Hey, thanks, Nix. Absolutely, that could be an Oz and Og pen, or blank for the ruby red slippers, Dorothy slippers. Absolutely, great idea. Great idea, Rosalind. I'll bring that up to Ditzy. But it is a nice box. Okay, we've got that piece out. We need this, and Rosalind's blank, which is here. Snugged up tight. And I'll tell you what, we will use the mandrel saver because it's a flat back end. Let's see. Yeah, it should work. Just something to give it a little support. Rosalind, do you want it just a straight shape, or would you like a little ball at the end, something to hold on to, or say a couple of rings so that it matches the opposite end of the skept? We could do a couple shapes like this on the end, just real light, or small grooves, or we could do three. I use a brass insert palm. Some rings would be nice. Okay, you got it. Here comes the dust collector. So here we go on mute. Oh. Rosalind, do we like that? Absolutely. There are some shape right there. All right. Here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Ah, that should be cool. It should polish up real nice. Get some fresh zona paper and some fresh water and hit it. Yeah, the colors are pretty crazy. Colors are gorgeous. It does. Thank you. Unbelievable is right. I can't take credit for that. My daughter is the one that named it Unbelievable. I wanted to name it Ubiquitous Utensils, and she's like, come on, who's going to know what that means? Be realistic. So she named it Unbelievable. I kind of stuck from there. Mm. Hey, thank you. She's a good kid. When we started this, we honestly didn't make as many pens as I used to make, bowls and that kind of stuff. Anytime somebody would see one of our bowls, they were always, wow, that's unbelievable. Right? That's what she decided to name it, and it stuck from there. Maybe we'll turn a bowl during the turnathon. So I get a bath while I do that? No. Because of centrifugal force and where the sandpaper or zona paper is, it does not fling it on me. Now the wax, it does fling across the shop, but we are working on a splash guard to go up, so we quit putting wax everywhere. Yeah, we could turn a small catch-all bowl. My daughter has one that I made out of some bird's eye maple. I'll see if I can't get her to take a picture of it and post it this week. My wife has one out of blistered maple. I believe it's in her curio cabinet. And Glenn, if you're ready for this, it is a blistered maple bowl with a CA finish. The entire bowl is a CA finish, so that it never moves, it never cracks. It is turned probably an eighth inch or less thin, and it is very, very thin. But I CA finished the whole bowl so that it would never move. It's totally sealed inside and out, and it shines like a diamond. Yeah, blistered maple is not something I come across real often. And as a pen blank, it's usually not detailed enough to make good pens, but it's gorgeous to make bowls out of. Absolutely gorgeous. It's got a lot of mineral staining and um, a lot of character and color in it. But you all like the idea of a turnathon for 12 hours, huh? We can do it. As soon as we hit 500, we'll do it. Hey, there's Nancy. Nancy's a bowl turner as well, if I'm not mistaken. Nancy, I have a bowl blank glued up that is purple heart and blistered maple. The purple and white go together. Gorgeous. You try. I'm sure you do well. It is a cute honey dipper, huh? The shape is neat. Rosalind, I can go till this is dead smooth, or we can leave it. I kind of left just a slight relief of finger grip in there, so that when you were to hold it like this, it would be slightly ergonomic. Yeah, we have a fruit bowl that I did with walnut, sycamore, maple, and cherry. It turned out really well. It was a crazy experiment that I come up with and made the physics of it work. I'll see if I can find some pictures to post. Ah, how was dinner, Carolyn? Chef Glenn do a good job. Bon appetit, huh? If you're a bowl turner, you definitely believe in delayed gratification. We are making a honey dipper. So this will be the handle for the honey dipper. Thanks, Seth. Thanks for joining. This will be the handle, and this is our hardware. Yeah, I'm not sure what that guy's issue was, but he took care of that. Always got to be somebody. All right, Rosalind, let's take a look at it. See where we're at. Feels good. We'll slow it down and feel it, check it out. Oh yeah, just gonna be okay. Rosalind, I hope you like it. I'll try to get the other two banged out this week. I was hoping to last week, but that didn't happen. Pardon the cough. Rosalind, do you want the same shape for the other two? Okay, I'll do it. Hey, thanks. Holy cow. Gorgeous. All right. Here comes the big reveal for the wax. Should I pour some more in this color? Is that a good thing? Maybe. Maybe it's bad. Maybe we don't make it again. How about that? That is gorgeous. If we have at least 5 people that would like one, I'll make another pour. Anybody? Hmm, looks like we have at least 3, 4. Yep. Good. I'll make some. Holy cow. So shiny and the wax is on so well. My fingerprints are showing up in it. Ta-da. Ah, there's some wax on the screen. There we go. Is it in focus? There we go. Gorgeous. They did a terrible job, but it'll make something nice. The blank, yeah, that's questionable. But all right, put out what we made here this evening. We have a honey dipper. We have this beautiful and amazing diamond pen. And I believe we have a writing pen. So I went ahead and put it away instead of putting it in the drawer. Oops. There we go. Nah, hardly talented. I just get lucky. I've blown up a lot to get to this point. Mama, you need that diamond pen. we'll see. We'll see who wins it. If YouTube is kind to us, we'll have it back in 24 hours. We'll see, or less. If so, we'll post them tomorrow. But there's a gorgeous writing pen, a diamond pen, and an awesome honey dipper. We'll see. Hey, thanks, Momo. Oh, you'll be able to see it in the replay. Hmm. Thank you all for attending. We absolutely appreciate everybody. We love that you all enjoy everything that we make, and we love to make them. We love to make such amazing things. And if it wasn't for the continued support from an amazing group of people or from an unbelievable group of people, we wouldn't be able to continue to do what we do. So we appreciate everybody and everything they contribute. Thanks, Momo. 443. Hey, look at that, Palm. So we gained not quite 20. The goal is to 500, and we'll do a 12-hour turnathon. And we'll give away some stuff, and we'll do some Artemis pens or Apollo pens. So let's shoot. Last week we gained 80. This week we gained not quite 20. So we'll wait and see what happens. But as soon as we get to 500, we will do a 12-hour turnathon, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. For those on the West Coast, that'll be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Glenn, you're going to have to get up early and eat your Fruit Loops before 7. Or I guess you could eat them while you watch. All right. Have a good evening. Thanks, everyone, again.